The question is, why didn't I go live sooner?
I think
Holy shit.
I think the question right now for you or for, viewers who might not be playing this game is where are you?
Yeah, big time spoilers. And I really, really wish that I was streaming earlier. This is probably one of the most I guess the biggest regrets as far as like since I've started the streaming thing, which I'm still relatively new to, is missing the moment that I just experienced in Final Fantasy. And it's unfortunately a moment that you, Carlos, and even Hina had been kind of leading me into. And here I am thinking like, I'll just get some of this little trash, quests out of the way before I start streaming.
Yeah.
I missed the big one.
Yeah, we definitely could have told you, but
Yeah.
we were trying to hint, but yeah, I was like, all right, well, and be fair, probably not the best idea to force somebody to stream when they're not, when they're not ready. So
Sure. I mean, yeah, the fact of the matter is I still experienced the beginning of Shadowbringers, which, as you can see, I'm in a new place. I am in the City of the First, apparently. That's the story quest that I'm on. And I Crash, huge props to you, buddy. You're a prophet. You called it, man. Yeah, migraines apparently equals
isekai.
isekai. Getting hit by a train in an isekai or a bus or whatever the hell happens in isekais nowadays. And Trey got a migraine and she flew through space, and now she's in this world of light that apparently doesn't get dark in, which is interesting because apparently the expansion's called Shadowbringers, and I'm in a place where I guess there are shadows, but there's not a lot of darkness. As you can see, look at my shadow. It's a pretty sweet looking shadow right there. Ooh, look at that. And Trey's got a new haircut too. I don't know if she had that before, but you guys who follow the adventures of Trey, she's got a new haircut, guys. And I'm here with Carlos, by the way, as you guys have probably heard. Carlos,
What's up, guys?
who joins me for these Final Fantasy streams, which I appreciate so much. Yeah, so needless to say, I wish that I was able to react to that with all of you who are watching on YouTube and and Twitch right now. So I'm sorry that we missed that together, but I am going to explore now for the first time this new city, which looks pretty freaking awesome. I mean, that looks like a good place for a Love Live concert right there, by the way. Yeah.
Just a concert in general, but yeah, for sure, a live concert.
I don't know why I think. Actually, you know what it reminds me of is the garden kind of place for the Mitaiken Horizon. The kind of
Oh, I guess, yeah.
gives me
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like greenhouse feeling.
Uh-huh.
So I am off to, and I attuned to the Aetheryte before I started streaming. So I was like, I do not want to like miss attuning to this Aetheryte, because I was told by the quest, we in italics strongly recommend you attuning to the Aetheryte before going forward. So I did that, and now I need to kind of explore the city. So that's what we're doing, and I am pretty darn excited to do so. So let's go ahead and do that. I see kind of a small section of the city that I'm in right now, but let's walk around and take a look at what we see here. That was the Aetheryte. Actually, let's look at the Aetheryte, since you guys maybe didn't see that. Little world tour. This is my crib. Right here is my living room. I've got this big crystal here. Not sure where it came from, but I'm just kidding. That's the Aetheryte. So that's pretty sweet.
Have you ever given a tour style, like, or I'm sorry, a crib style tour of your Chocobo house?
I have not. I should totally do that, though.
Uh, Definitely get it more set up, but yeah, like
Yeah.
once you're happy with how it looks, yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, that would be so good. I need to watch. I haven't seen like any of MTV Cribs in like.
Do they still make that show?
I doubt it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it.
I don't even know what MTV does anymore. I haven't watched that channel in more than 10 years at least.
I feel like that's like after you're a teenager, it's a good cutoff to
Yeah.
stop watching that channel.
100%. This is beautiful. So it's reminding me, it's really bringing back the feeling I had when I walked into Ishgard for the first time. It's just the vastness of this city is really freaking cool.
It's funny to see it like hear someone see it for the first time since, I've been coming here for a while now, but yeah.
It's interesting that I said I wanted to see an Idol concert because I am in a place called the Musica Versalis or Universalis or something. Yeah.
Did you attune to the Aetheryte?
I did.
Okay,
I
sorry.
totally did. You're good. So we're talking to some people. Let's see what Bragi has to say. This is the El Musica Universalis. Yeah, so I've been isekai'd. Holy crap. Luckily, due to the fact that this is an MMO, because I have a feeling this would not be the case if it was a regular Final Fantasy, I can still get back home through the wonderful invention that is the Aetheryte network. New to the city, friend. Yes, I'm new to the city. It's a beautiful city you have here. I wonder how plants, I guess the plants turn purple when there's nothing but light. This is a place, every time that I ever see something happen, it's always nothing but darkness. The sun's turned out. In this case, the sun's never turns off. Like 6 months up in Alaska. Or Canada, for those of you watching from Canada. Gave me, name is Bragi. He's the master of these markets. So this is the market. It's pretty sweet. Cool. Thank you. Sorry, did you say drawn? Huh. No, I'm actually not raw. I guess they call me something else here. Huh.
Hey, Logan.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
Howdy.
Exploring this new city for the first time.
I like that he's just pointing out elves to you, or he's just pointing out different races to you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, all he heard was you kind of question, what you just called him, but he's now like, all right, well, let me point out all the races of the world to you.
Exactly. He doesn't make the assumption that I know what the races are. Like, I should probably. I'm sure he doesn't meet people from other dimensions very often. Oh, God. This isn't the apple cart guy, is it? Am I going to show up here every time I die from now on?
Well, I just realized that was a ReZero joke.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he just totally is running with it. He's like, "Oh, you must be new here."
You must be new to the entire world.
It's a baby.
Despite the fact that you look like an adult. And I have to assume, it's probably not well animated game-wise, but I mean, you're the Warrior of Light. You've been through many battles. There has to be at least some battle scarring, for fuck's sake.
No, man. Trey's a ninja. She's avoided everything. The times that she's died, it's just been from migraines.
I was gonna say, let me let me look through our YouTube history and see how many times you've missed a dodge here or there.
Too many.
Yeah.
Too many. Yeah, we've discussed that. I think I need to get better at, paying attention to the ground below me. I am that guy. You'd think that I wasn't a progression raider at some point in my life. I was also that guy. I wasn't the guy that got angry, but I was the guy that silently would just judge everybody that kept walking through the fire. This is beautiful.
Yeah, the Crystarium. I mean, I won't say all the zones in Shadowbringer are really beautiful, but because there's like some barren lands, and I mean, they're beautiful in their own way. But the Crystarium and Lakeland, and another Lakeland's the place that you pass through to get here.
Oh yeah, that zone was awesome.
Yeah, there's another one you'll see that's like my absolute favorite.
Oh, I should probably be snatching these little Aetheryte shards while I'm walking around. So I've got some theories about what's happened, but I don't really know. I just know that I'm in like a new world. I've been
Well,
summoned. So.
for posterity, spit them out.
Well,
It'll be interesting to see if you're right.
yeah, I made the comment.
I won't tell you, but
No, yeah, please don't. But those of you in chat, please don't as well. And those of you watching on YouTube, please be mindful of my ignorance. Yeah, well, it appears something's happened to Heidelin. She was what I got the impression of what maybe I saw that was left of her as I was flying through space. Though we did see a little bit of Minfilia, so something's happened there. I'm a little... It really took me out of left field because... Yeah, I totally expected Shadowbringers to have something to do with the Ashens, and the fact that I'm now in a completely new, like, dimension, it's like, are the Ashens here too? So I'm not certain how that's going to be handled, but it is definitely connected somehow to the Warrior of Darkness, who was in the quest earlier on. I think that was in No, that was not even in Beginning of Stormblood. I think that was in the end of Heavensward that I dealt with the Warrior of Darkness.
yeah, somewhere around there.
Wow, man. So they totally just pulled a 180 on me, because I really did not expect this to happen.
Hey, Crash.
What's up, Crash? How you doing, buddy? The Prophet. Crash, your new name is The Prophet, and that's not to be confused with the guy who uses the pun on CNBC. I think that's the channel he's on.
Crumbs, the League of Legends shoutcaster. That's his nickname. Or at least it used to be. I'm not sure if it still is.
So, Crash, as I said before you joined, I've been isekai'd. So you called it in the last stream. I've totally been isekai'd.
What?
Yeah, you sure did, man. You said, are migraines like getting hit by a bus in an isekai? And that totally was exactly what those migraines were.
Me and Hina had to bite our tongues, because when you said that, we're like, holy shit, Crash just totally fucking called it.
Yeah, so that dude, the dude that was like suffering from the stone skin that was coming up from his like body and everything, he's finally stolen my brain and brought me over to this other world. And now I'm exploring this really freaking sweet city. The city in a land that has not seen darkness for 100 years. Sounds maybe.
Awful.
Yeah, I would say so. You'd think, like, in traditional sense, everyone's always worried about the darkness, but I don't know, man. I kind of like the darkness for sleeping purposes.
Yeah, they get into that a lot. I mean, it's a big theme, but yeah, it's interesting in that it's not something that you typically think about, in a fantasy setting. Like you said, it's usually like some kind of creeping darkness, or they're going to cover the world in darkness and all this nonsense. But yeah, you never really think of, it might not be so great if there's never any nighttime.
Yeah, for sure. This is a pretty sweet library. Though I hope this is not another one of those things like, come and climb up this huge tower every time you need to turn a quest in. And this isn't as bad as the other towers that I've had to deal with. That Ishgard tower, man.
Oh, yeah.
God, it's like, go collect these lizard spleens for me. And climb all the way down and then all the way back up the tower. Yeah, I'm here. And I'm an Aura, damn it. Not this dagger or whatever the heck you called me before. Morin's got kind of a goofy looking face.
So rude.
Seriously, you just met the guy.
I don't trust him.
Yeah, I guess Final Fantasy fans would have like a bit of long-haired PTSD, like long white-haired PTSD from Sephiroth. So you're just looking at him, you're like,
God.
you are going to try and crash our planet.
Yeah, that's probably exactly why. It's just the natural inclination to distrust someone with long, like, white or gray hair. Or now, you know, with friggin' Xenos, he's another
Yeah.
one.
Maybe if you had a beard, we would be like, okay,
Yeah,
you're probably a
Facial
bro.
hair
Yeah, there
makes
you
it
go.
cool.
yeah.
In America, at least. In Japan, as
so
we
much.
saw, not so much,
Ladies hate it.
which is unfortunate because personal opinion, but like when you see like Japanese dudes in like samurai films with beards, I think they look fun.
They look badass, yeah.
Yeah.
What was it that anime or not anime? There's a guy who does like interviews with people like Japanese people on the streets that I follow on YouTube, and he did one where he interviewed a bunch of people and asked them. He showed them a bunch of pictures of people with.
Is it Utah?
I think it is Utah, yeah.
Yeah. I watch his stuff too.
And he showed pictures of a bunch of people with beards and asked people to choose which one they thought was the best or whatever, and no one liked the longer beards. And some people were just like, I don't like any of them.
Yeah, usually if they have to choose, it's like almost like the Robert Downey Jr. like almost goatee but not quite connected kind.
See, the funny thing is, I think they don't like it. A lot of people cited in that interview thing that they didn't like the beards, and I'm gonna not move forward with this until I'm done with this conversation because I feel like it's important. But they didn't like the beards because they thought they were like prickly, like they would hurt. But longer beards are actually not. It's the short, stubbly beards that would be really prickly if that's what they're worried about. So maybe they're just not experienced with people with beards. Oh my god, those will tear you apart. Well, not me. I mean, I wouldn't know that, but
I mean, even with a longer one though, like I don't think a lady wants to come away from a kiss with the potential of having a long beard hair to pull out of their.
Fair. That's totally fair.
Doesn't seem pleasant.
They wouldn't outwardly hate your beard, Crash.
Yeah, they wouldn't hate it.
Silently judge you.
I think like the way they look at it is like, oh, that looks good on a foreigner. I would never want that on the Jap.
Yeah, it's like, not so bad.
Just
Not-
don't look to date in Japan if you have a beard, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, unless maybe.
Crash, aren't you married?
A savior appeared before us. Oh, okay. The Oracle of Light. She stood
looks
twixt us. Yeah,
She's blonde.
she does. She looks. She might be responsible for the light, though.
We'll see. We shall see.
Or is it Minfilia?
Dun dun dun. Minfilia is also a blonde. Joe Logan.
Yeah, you would have liked Minfilia. If you ever do play, you'll like Minfilia.
How do you spell that?
Minfilia. Minfilia.
I see. 2?
These things look kind of scary.
Here's a
Something like that.
Okay. Well, I might have to play Final Fantasy now.
There's a lot of blondes. And you could make yourself a blonde, so that's the beauty of it.
Damn it! Don't do this.
Okay. Your exchange with Morin has taught you about the Flood of Light. Got it. Interesting.
So now it's essentially it wasn't always like this and all that kind of stuff.
Sure. Some evil creatures threaten the land. That's pretty standard stuff, I guess. It's always evil creatures threaten the land.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, actually, this game has surprised me.
I better shut up before I catch crap in the comments again.
Catch crap in the comments.
You're giving him too many heads. I can't help.
It's all right. Honestly, I have to give you and Hina so much credit for talking to me throughout the entire time I've been playing the story, and managing to not spoil me on anything. It's shocking because I'm usually pretty observant of things that people say, and it usually gives me ideas as to what might happen in a story. And I've managed to continuously be surprised because you guys have been good about not giving me too many hints. So kudos to you.
It's too much fun to watch people like react. Like I said, I think I said it in the previous stream. I like the story a lot. I don't think it's like world-breakingly brilliant, but like some of the the beats of like the surprising beats are really worth, you know, the less interesting parts of the story.
Yeah, there's some kind of slogs, I think, in the story that, you know, were a bit to get through. I think they were more filler than anything, and it has got to be difficult to come up with a riveting story in an MMO to continuously just have you on the edge of your seat. But the moments that they've done it, they've done it. They have.
Free?
There's a trial. Yeah, there is a free trial, and it's a really good one too. You can actually play up to level 30 with every class, but you can't get past level 30. And the way this game works, I don't know how many MMOs you've played, but the way this game works is one character can be every class. So you could...
Yeah, you don't have to make alternate classes. I think, like, you kind of... you don't have to, like, kind of perfect it, because there are ways to change your looks. But like, I've made a character that I love the look of, so I'm glad that I don't have to, like, make a new character every time I want to, like, oh, I want to heal now, or oh, I want to, you know, cast spells now, or whatever.
You get attached. You get attached to your character. I have definitely loved following the adventures of Trey throughout the story so far.
I think your correct me if I'm wrong, but your MMO experience is Blade and Soul. Have you played anything else other than that? I don't remember.
No, I don't think so. Not anything that would qualify as an MMO.
Yeah, so this would be kind of different in that it's not an action MMO like Blade and Soul is. It's a tab target, but I think that kind of like learning easier. And you know, if you have lag, it's not as much of a killer. So.
It's Cutlass Everdeen. No, just kidding.
Boo.
Yeah. That's a good series, though.
I think I watched the first 2 movies, and someone told me I should really read the books.
I've heard the books are much better, but I thought the movies were good. So. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. She guessed that I'm new to the city. Wow, observant.
I mean, it's entirely possible too that, you know, the as you call him, the diseased rock skin dude went around, this clueless like whatever they called you.
Yeah,
it's gonna walk around, and
that's fair.
You gotta give him the ins and outs.
That's fair. Huh. It's the crafting district. So
How
I will.
big is this game?
Huh?
Like,
How big download-wise is this game? Sorry.
It's the main game and like 4 expansions, so it might be pretty.
yeah, I'm not sure. It's pretty. I would imagine it's pretty huge, but also a lot's happening server side, so I don't know.
Carry on.
What is this big crystal? And what does it have to do with the Crystal Tower? Huh. So the Crystal Towers are certainly connected somehow. It's interesting that this realm built a city around the crystal, which the other one people seem to avoid it.
Well, remember when you were doing the Crystal Tower quest, there were kind of defenses, like, and inside of it, So there was a settlement, but
The
it was, it's pretty far outside of it.
In the Imperium, or the Imperium, the Imperial forces seem to kind of rule that area. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
it was
would.
it was just a dangerous area all around.
Sure.
It's just like, maybe we don't build a city here. But there was that encampment of, like explorers and stuff and archaeologists.
Yeah, I always kind of wondered about that. What is it, Ralgar's Reach? Was that what that place was called? No, that's not Ralgar's
No,
Reach.
that's Mordana, a Revenant's Toll. But
Revenant's Toll, thank you.
it's just outside of Revenant's Toll. There's like a little tiny encampment full of people.
That's true. Yeah, I remember because that was where I did all those Crystal Towered quests from.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, he didn't tell me not to tell everyone that I'm from a different world, right? But I guess I would kind of look crazy if I just walked around like, well, I'm from a different dimension.
Yeah. Yeah, you tell somebody that in San Francisco, they're going to be like, all right, buddy, I'm going to walk this way now. Please don't follow me.
Okay. Find the Crystal Exarch near the X-Dra and present your findings. Cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. Present my findings. That was a very clever way to get me to explore the city, buddy. Where was did I get all the Aetherites? I don't know.
Maybe.
If I did. I didn't
Only
remember.
one way to find out is to go to one and see if you have the ones on the map.
Ooh, look at that. I did not have this one. This could be the last. Yes, it was. Alright, now I have access to the entire city. The keys to the city. Never so easy.
You could probably take that to the
Aetherite Plaza. Let's do it. Yeah, it's interesting looking at this city on a map. It looks pretty small, but it is not. It's not small at all. I just was so tempted to bust out like a Dr. Seuss rhyme. It is not small at all. However, it is tall. Would you play with this ball in the courtyard?
Why?
Or would you be in the mall where you can go shopping for a new stall? I'm terrible. The last time I played Jackbox with you guys, we did the rhyming game, and I never have been more aware of how bad I am at coming up with poetry. Yes, I suppose. I suppose they. Oh my God, he even made me get tickets to prove that I spoke with these people. This guy is kind of like, this guy's got an interesting personality.
Sounds like a scam.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, seriously, you just made me walk around the city.
He isekai'd you to get you into an MLM. Welcome to Herbalife.
Oh, God. Yeah, I would say the details were pretty sparse, Crystal Exarch. I think you should probably start explaining yourself. You just stole me away from my home. There's the White Oak Chest Gear Coffer. It's actually really neat with the new quest kind of turn-in music and stuff. It's such a little thing, but you get so used to the same tune every time you turn a quest in, and each expansion, when it changes, is really cool.
Yeah. It's great, too, because, like, any quest that came out in, like, an expansion, so, like, if I went back right now and I did a Heavensward quest, it would still play the Heavensward music for you.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, so.
Be a nice little bit of nostalgia. Oh, I'm going to have to just start keeping you guys on your toes about where I post that I'm going live in our Discord. The Crystal Exarch is finally ready to discuss the matter of your comrade's whereabouts. That's exactly what I wanted to know. Should have held a knife to his throat and made him tell me before I walked around the city and looked for pamphlets. That's what a ninja would do. That's what Trey would do. Sometimes you have to play by the rules. Yeah. Oh god, he's bringing me to his quarters. I barely know you,
Oh,
man.
no.
I
Did you
bar-
buy dinner first at least?
No! He made me walk around and collect pamphlets. This guy, I don't know, man. The tower gates lies open then? Just like that? Then it's Gratia? What the hell's Gratia? I'm gonna say that. Need a little guitar in there. Okay. Let's do this. So, I will just say, Crash, and anyone else who's watching, thank you for being here, by the way. I am going to be keeping this stream relatively short today. I kind of wanted to just kind of give my reaction to where I was in the story at this point, since I did unfortunately miss a big part of it. And I wanted to kind of, while the reaction was still fresh, go live. Unfortunately, I should have done that a little sooner, but I will likely be back a little bit later, play some Yakuza. And at that point we'll do that, but here we are. Yokoso.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is... Could have done a little better with the decorations in here, man. It's not very welcoming. This is how you're trying
Are
to...
there any chairs?
Yeah.
Can I sit down?
Is this how you're trying to steal a girl's heart? Bringing me into this cold place? It's like bringing me to the ER.
Some people are into that, man.
Some people who are into kind of the doctor-nurse stuff, I guess. I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to get ourselves into a expose here. Yeah, tell me. Oh, can't wait to hear what they have to say. Ah, that makes sense. So, yeah, I mean, the whole interdimensional travel thing kind of wouldn't necessarily go along the lines of time, would it? In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the fist, or in the first. Yikes. Well, I hope my friends back home aren't dead when I go back. I really liked Carlos and Hina. It would be really sad if they were gone when I went home.
Rest in peace, Carlos.
This is where I first met him. I remember that kind of design on the floor. He, like, summoned me to this place. What? They've been there for 3 years? Fancred's been there for 5? Holy crap. So they should look a little older when I see them. In Alpha and Analyse, barely seemed like they were gone at all, and they've already been there a full year. Holy crap. Yeah, so he wasn't kidding. Seriously? You got terrible aim, man. Terrible aim. You wanted to summon me, and you managed to summon 7 people before me. Actually, what was it? 5 people. All right.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's a good point. He tried. He practiced on my friends, unfortunately. Oh my god, what are you doing to this dude? Are you kidding me? This is the kind of stuff that goes on in your chamber?
He's naked?
He's totally naked. They may appear to possess corporeal bodies. They intrude merely spirits.
Wait, so he killed them?
They are stranded here, unable to return? What? Dude, seriously? I should be really angry. Trey, I hope you're not going to take that lion down. It's interesting because their bodies are still, like, their bodies, the way that it was put was their bodies, there's no life left in them, but they won't decay, which is why, I can't remember who said it, assumed that they were still their souls were
Well-
alive somewhere.
Yeah, they're alive. They're alive. They're just missing souls.
So
Okay.
so they're like
So like they're breathing, their organs are functioning, everything's working with them. It's just like their spirit's gone, so they're just unconscious. So they're essentially
yeah, so they're in a coma basically. Then find a way to send them back. Yeah, that's exactly what Trey should say. You better find a way to send them back. So, okay, in the beginning, but you gave up? Oh god, so Orianger's always got something funny to say. Let's hear it. What did he say this time?
Would we call it funny?
He's the one that got me to invest all my money in that penny stock. That's how I lost my life savings. Friggin' Orianger. Was the future. What's up, Full Metal? There are 3 of you in here. Where are the voiceovers? I feel like maybe if this was more of a fun quest, I would push for that. But this is a little more serious than I think we want to do that with. That doesn't sound too good. The 8th Umbral Calamity. Yeah.
Every era ends with the calamity.
Orianger watched me die. That gave me chills. Okay. So, I suppose their souls are in this world and their bodies are in that world. So their bodies will continue to age along with their souls over here. So, like, they're just living in a different world, basically, I suppose, right? I guess that's how that works.
Essentially, yeah. Like their souls are corporeal in this world, so they can, they're essentially like their souls are just like their bodies.
So unfortunately, one of the Ashens could kind of walk up and just stab one of their lifeless bodies in the chest over in the other world, and they'll die over here then.
True, but I mean, if they knew where they were.
Yeah, that's fair.
You could also make the argument, though, that the Ashens never seem to need to know where people are to just kind of waltz right the fuck in.
Exactly, yeah. They found every one of our secret hideouts, so that's seemingly much difficulty. Yeah, it seems like they're just ethereals. Yeah, they're, I don't know. I haven't seen them. I get the impression, he did say, I guess, that you can't really touch them, right? They're like ghosts, kind of.
They still affect the world around them, though.
Hmm. Oh, I can't wait to see them again. They've probably, for me it's only been a little while, but for them it's been literally 5, 3, and 1 year since they've seen me because of the way the time passes here. That's the other thing, I guess, is their lives will be longer here because only 1 hour passes in their body's world, whereas here they're living years for every hour. So I guess they get to live a nice long life while they're here. Look at the bright side. Gotta look at the bright side a little bit with these things.
Sure.
I hope it doesn't. I hope this whole stone skin thing doesn't happen to them, though. I'm a little worried about that. I think you should explain what's going on. Are you contagious, or?
Trey's gonna start social distancing from this guy.
Existential horror intensifies.
You got the fantasy Rona.
The fantasy Rona. Oh god. See, Trey's got her own thing going on, but I like it on her.
I mean, it's part of her race. She's like
Sure.
part lizard or something.
And it's symmetrical, it's like it's the same on both sides.
That's what it matters. Oh god. Well, I have the bubonic plagues, but at least the pustules are like symmetrical on both sides.
Hey, I think it's like they have beauty marks, right? I mean, it's just bubonic beauty marks. But I'll see you keep that promise. I will see you keep that promise. Beauty horns. Yeah, she has beautiful horns. Trey's a beautiful aura. Yep. Where are my friends, man? You haven't really told me. You just said, like, maybe I should find them. You haven't kept tabs on them? No? Do you have a glamour dresser in that room? I definitely like to make sure I've got access to glamour while I'm in this world. It's a sweet rug. That's not a rug, I'm sure, but I'd like to get it as a rug. Okay. Interesting. So we've found kind of what the deal is here. My buddies are here, and they're also not here, depending on the way you look at it. But I think that for now, guys, is going to be the end of our stream. Again, sorry I missed the good parts. I was with Carlos and Hina, and I wish that I was streaming it earlier, but unfortunately there were some things going on, and I didn't think it was good. It was a good time to stream, and unfortunately I regret that now. But I'm looking forward to Shadowbringers. They clearly pulled out all the stops with this expansion. You can tell immediately the budget is higher. You can tell they put a lot more work in. And being a game that's been around for so many years, you can see kind of the team has more experience and maybe more assets to kind of create awesome stuff, because this city is just, it's unbelievable. Really, it's beautiful. They did a great job.
Yeah. I'm curious, have you watched the Shadowbringers trailer on stream?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
So that's one thing we could do maybe later on. Is it'd be kind of cool to see, to show people, like the original trailer for Realm Reborn, maybe even the original trailer for 1.0, because the Realm Reborn was the remake of Final Fantasy 14, because the original Final Fantasy 14 was to put it mildly shit. Maybe that's not fair, but like that's the general consensus.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's will massively disagree with that. But,
That's all right.
yeah, we could watch like the trailer for the original Realm Reborn, and you can see the difference in production quality from a Realm Reborn to Heavensward to Stormblood to Shadowbringers. It's night and day, and the Shadowbringers trailer is outstanding.
It really is unbelievable. It really is. And honestly, I have never seen, I think, Heavensward or Stormblood, because I basically went from, before I installed all of the expansions, I saw Realm Reborn, and then I saw the huge jump to Shadowbringers. But I would be curious myself to watch Stormblood and Heavensward. So we'll do that.
That'd be fun to do on.
Yeah, we'll do that next time I stream Final Fantasy. I probably will be back later, assuming that I don't get tired like the old man that I am in the next hour or so. But I would like to play a little bit of Yakuza later. So for those of you interested in seeing me beat people up on the streets of Japan, hopefully I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, love you all. Crash, Full Metal, thanks for hanging out. And I will catch you all next time.